Exclusive contract novel from Feilu Novel Network. I popularized elves in the Tang Dynasty. Lin Tai traveled to the early years of the Zhenguan period in the Tang Dynasty, but eventually launched the popularization of the Pokemon system, which changed the art style of the entire Tang Dynasty. Li Er's daily routine. Worshipping Guanyin Bodhisattva, Jade Emperor, Tathagata Buddha, let me once, give birth to a dragon. The result was a green caterpillar. Years later, when the Eastern Turkic wolf cavalry invaded, they encountered thousands of giant hornets living in the area. Before crossing the Wei River, I was nailed and couldn't find the north. Tang Dynasty soldiers rode flamethrowers and planted Tang Dynasty flags in every corner of the world. Feilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. Chapter 1. I popularize elves in the Tang Dynasty, new book setting sail. You are listening at novelfull.audio. On the streets of Chang'an in the Tang Dynasty, in the bustling corner of the city center, a shop called Baoka Dream Home is quietly opening. Compared to the popularity of other stores, this place appears quieter. Sister, it's so lively. The girl held her sister's hand and walked through the bustling street market. Of course, my father is great. The sisters are the daughters of Li Shimin, Emperor Taizong of the Tang Dynasty. The elder is Princess Chang'e Li Lizhi, and the younger is Princess Qingyang Li Liyan. Both of them are from Empress Changsun. The two women are relatively similar in age and are closer than other sisters. We often go out to the palace and go shopping together. Why is this shop empty? Looking around, the streets of Chang'an were filled with people, but the position they are standing in now is deserted. This caught the attention of the two princesses. Pokemon home. What is this for? Li Liyan looked around curiously. Let's go inside and take a look. It's better not to go, there aren't many people at the door, so there shouldn't be any good things to sell. Li Lizhi watched as no one entered, and she didn't want to take her sister inside. Come on, let's see what's on sale inside. Li Liyan, however, was full of interest as he grabbed his sister's hand and walked into the store. As soon as I entered, the store was exceptionally clean and there were no items displayed, only a counter, and the owner was not in the store. Liyan, let's go out first. It seems that the boss is not around. Li Lizhi looked around for a week, and this store is really quite unique. Maybe someone is inside. There is a curtain blocking the door behind the counter. Is the boss here? Li Liyan shouted towards the wooden door. Here we go. Lin Tai walked out of the wooden door, carrying a bowl. As soon as he came out, he saw two beautiful women with bright eyes and white teeth appearing in his shop. The first impression of the two girls Lin Tai is beauty, but they are not exactly the same. The two women have some similarities in appearance, but their temperament is completely different. Li Lizhi's beauty is quiet, while Li Liyan is very lively and sunny. Lin Tai didn't see that the beautiful woman couldn't walk, he just withdrew his gaze at a glance. Boss, what do you sell here? Li Liyan asked curiously. Just like the store name, what I sell here is Pokemon, which you can also understand as pets. Yes, Lin Tai sells Pokemon. He traveled to the early years of Zhenguan in the Tang Dynasty 6 months ago. At first, Lin Tai was very excited. After all, he could see the rumored Tang Taizong Li Shimin and observe the prosperous era of Zhenguan. Then use their knowledge from later generations to guide the country and lead the Tang Dynasty to conquer the world. Marry all of Li Shimin's daughters again, fulfilling a man's dream of having 3 wives and 4 concubines. However, Lin Tai soon realized that he was overthinking. Others traveling through the Tang Dynasty either awaken the martial god system or engage in scientific research systems. But he awakened the Pokemon home system. Do your best to promote Baoka Dream in the Tang Dynasty. The most disgusting thing is the pricing of the system. The price of a Pokemon is extremely high. For half a year, every time someone came in, they were scared away by the price. He was on the verge of despair. He has also learned well. If he doesn't know how to come up and just talk about Pokémon or pets, they should be able to understand. Pets, Li Liyan immediately became interested. She knows about pets. In this era, ordinary people would keep 1 or 2 pastoral dogs in their homes, and there were also many rare pets gifted by foreign countries in the palace. Pets are not uncommon creatures for the 2 princesses. Let's go. Li Lizzie didn't hold any hope. No one came to this pet shop, which shows how ugly this pet is. You don't even need to look at it. This boss dare not take it out, it must be extremely ugly. Hey, ladies, don't rush. You've never seen a pet here. Lin Tai wanted to be proud, but he really couldn't pretend. The 2 beautiful girls in front of him, judging from their clothing, know that wealth is worth it. He must seize the opportunity. No need, we have all kinds of pets at home, Li Lizzie refused. I guarantee that none of you have ever seen my pet in this land of Tang Dynasty. Joking, Pokémon, even if you haven't seen it in the palace, Lin Tai is still very confident in this. Boss, are you really so confident? Li Liyan immediately became interested and stared at Lin Tai with keen eyes. She came from the palace. There's really nothing on this land that she hasn't seen before. Unconsciously wanting to tease Lin Tai. Just so confident. Lin Tai breathed a sigh of relief and finally stopped the 2 distinguished guests. What if I have seen it before? Li Liyan chuckled. Lu Yen. Li Lizzie knew immediately that her sister was going to become a demon. Sister, it's okay, I'll just tease him. Otherwise, if both of you have met before, I will give it to you for free. If you haven't met before, please buy one no matter how much it costs. It depends on these 2 girls. Listening to their tone, Lin Tai probably guessed that the 2 families in front of him were probably extraordinary. But still that sentence, if they have seen Pokémon, Lin Tai will wash his hair upside down. This is so boring, add more. Li Liyan was unhappy. How much can a pet cost? Plus, there are too many pets in the palace. So how do you want to gamble? Lin Tai also feels interesting. This girl is really arrogant. If I have seen it, how about learning to bark a dog twice? Li Liyan's eyes turned. What if you haven't seen it before? Lin Tai's eyelids twitched. How dare this girl play and let herself learn to bark like a dog? If you don't cry, how can Lin Tai survive? I can't have never seen it before, Li Liyan remained confident. You tell me, I can do anything I want. Simple, if you haven't seen it before, you can be my concubine and serve me for a lifetime. Lin Tai was also not polite. To be honest, he has been in the Tang Dynasty for more than half a year, and it's quite lonely without anyone around him. The most crucial thing is to suppress this arrogant woman. This is not fair to me. Li Liyan didn't expect Lin Tai to be so extreme. He felt wronged when he married him as his wife. She was a grandiose princess of Qingyang, the apple of his father's eye, and made her a concubine. If I lose, I'll learn to bark like a dog when I see you in the future. Okay, remember what you said. Li Liyan stared and pinched his waist. A word from a gentleman. For horses are hard to chase. The 2 of them clapped each other in agreement. Liyan, father will scold you. Li Lizzie felt a headache, and her sister was really mischievous. Sister, if you don't say it, I won't say it. The group of people outside won't dare to talk nonsense. Father doesn't know, right? Li Liyan held Li Lizzie's hand and acted coquettishly. Besides, when I win, let him apologize to me. That's all for it. Li Liyan didn't really want to insult Lin Tai, but was purely joking. Okay, don't go too far, Li Lizzie whispered as she pulled her sister. She doesn't think Li Liyan will lose either. Our store's rule is for 2 people to draw Pokémon that are related to them. Lin Tai turned around and took out a tablet from behind him. This is the standard configuration of the system. According to the system, Pokémon will be randomly selected. This is. Li Liyan was stunned when he saw the tablet. It looked so novel. It's not important, who will come first. Lin Tai didn't want to tangle with them on the tablet, just briefly introduce them to how to smoke. Of course it's my husband. Mississippi. Li Liyan extended his index finger and gently landed it on the text extraction button in the middle of the tablet. The screen of the tablet begins to scroll. After dozens of shadows, it finally stopped in front of one of them. The black shadow gradually became clearer. It's actually it. Lin Tai didn't expect Li Liyan's luck to be quite good. New book set sale, seeking flowers, seeking evaluations, seeking monthly tickets. Chapter 2. Johnny Turtle calling for flowers. You are listening at novelfull.audio. In the middle of the tablet, a little turtle stands up with a smile on its face. This little turtle has a blue body and a round head. The eyes are purple, the back of the turtle shell is brown, the inside is white, and the tail is like a small wave. Both front and rear limbs have 3 toes and are very short. It's the genie turtle with the Pokémon National Atlas number 007. So, have the two ladies seen this Johnny Turtle? Lin Tai looked at the two women, gradually becoming surprised and curious from their original calmness. Isn't this just a turtle? Who hasn't seen it before? Li Liyan looked at the little turtle in front of him, which looked a bit like a turtle, but if you were to say it was completely a turtle, it wasn't quite. How could a normal turtle stand, but the one in front of them would stand, especially the round big eyes, which look much cuter than those old turtles. This is not a turtle. His name is Johnny Turtle, it's little turtle Pokémon, or you can call him the water god. Lin Tai explained that Johnny Turtle is fundamentally different from ordinary turtles. This is also the essential difference between Pokémon and regular pets, as their intelligence is generally similar to that of humans. And they can also upgrade, evolve, and have strong strength. The rumored first-level god can even destroy a city in an instant. The Johnny Turtle is not as strong, but it doesn't have much problem dealing with 7 or 8 adult strong men. This is only during his childhood. Humph, your picture is a picture. Who knows if there is such a creature? Li Liyan defended, saying that she had never seen the Johnny Turtle before, but that did not mean that this creature existed. Please wait a moment, Lin Tai didn't say much. After returning to the wooden door, he picked up the Johnny Turtle from the system and came out holding it. Look, is this consistent with the picture? Johnny Turtle is not very tall, only about 0.5 meters, which is to the calf of an adult. The weight is also very light, only 18 pounds, which is probably slightly heavier than a child aged 4 or 5. When Johnny Turtle was exposed by Lin Tai, the two girls had already widened their eyes. Unexpectedly, there really exists a Johnny Turtle. And this turtle is actually standing and walking. This is too ridiculous. Johnny Turtle has a cheerful personality and greets the two girls with a smile. This is true. Li Liyan blinked and crouched down, extending his index finger to touch the Johnny Turtle. Lu Yen. Li Lizzie wanted to obstruct, after all, it was an unknown creature and she didn't know if it was dangerous or not. Johnny. However, the optimistic Johnny Turtle took the initiative to step forward and lifted his short hand, holding Li Liyan's index finger with a silly smile on his face. At that moment, the hearts of Li Lizzie and Li Liyan were instantly adorable by Johnny Turtle. What a cute little turtle! Li Liyan boldly embraced the Johnny Turtle in his arms and rolled his head up recklessly. Let me hold you too. Li Lizzie pressed on with some envy. Wait. Li Liyan didn't want to easily let go of Johnny Turtle. How are you two? Lin Tai smiled and felt confident in this business deal. How much is it? Li Liyan asked directly. Johnny Turtles are relatively rare, but when the two of you visit our store for the first time, we offer a discount of 80 taels. Lin Tai said with a smile. 80 taels of silver, you're robbing. Li Liyan became unhappy and only paid a few yuan to buy a king's 8 outside. Johnny Turtle comes up with only 80 taels. This is too expensive. Miss, you're not right. Can the bastard outside compare to Johnny Turtle? The Johnny Turtle is human-like and can understand what you're saying. Isn't that right, Johnny Turtle? Johnny Turtle turned back and proudly raised his head at Lin Tai, with a look that I naturally understood. This. Li Liyan looked so magical. Does this little turtle really understand human language? Jenny Turtle, am I beautiful? Li Liyan asked curiously. Johnny Turtle nodded foolishly. So well behaved. Li Liyan finally believed that the turtle could really hear what he said. How about it? Do you still think it's expensive? I gave you a discount. 80 taels is 80 taels. Li Liyan thought for a moment and agreed, taking out a gold ingot from his wallet. A 10 liang gold ingot is equivalent to 100 liang of silver. As a princess, she is not short of money. Remember to find me for 20 taels. Although Li Liyan is a princess, he is not a big shot. 20 taels for you. Lin Tai smiled. Miss, you don't have enough money. Why isn't it enough? Can you count? 1 ingot of 10 taels of gold ingots is equivalent to 100 taels. Why don't you come find me 20 taels? Li Liyan looked at Lin Tai like a fool. Silver. I'm talking about 80 taels of gold. Joking, Johnny Turtle is a Pokémon. Isn't it a bastard? Do you want to buy 80 taels? 80 taels of gold and Lin Tai are all sold at a discount. Gold. Are you crazy? Li Liyan glared at Lin Tai. This unscrupulous businessman is going too far. Even if you can understand people's language, 80 taels of gold is too much. Lin Tai didn't answer. He got used to it. The reason why he hasn't sold it in the past 6 months is that every time the other party hears the price, they will scold him crazy. Miss, come with me. Lin Tai didn't say much and walked up to the store door with the two of them. Come on, you unscrupulous businessman. Li Liyan was very angry. Did he treat himself like a fool? Johnny, use prayer for rain. Lin Tai said to Johnny Turtle. Johnny Turtle nodded and stretched out his hand, calling out to the sky. Following that, the originally bright weather on the streets of Chang'an instantly shrouded in dark clouds, with dribbling rain falling from the sky. Although the range is small, it's raining. It has to be said that Li Liyan's luck is really good. This Johnny Turtle has inherited the skill of seeking rain from its parents and is also a hidden characteristic rain plate, belonging to the extremely rare Johnny Turtle. The combat effectiveness may not necessarily be as strong as the characteristic rapids of the Johnny Turtle, but victory lies in scarcity. How do you feel now, ladies? Lin Tai turned to look at the two sisters who were stunned at the moment. Did it beg for this rain? Li Lizzie asked incredulously. This is not a matter of luck, but unbelievable. Johnny Turtle's cry for rain was not very wide, probably only about a street away from Chang'an. It's impossible for luck to be so good. The rain happened to be around here. Of course, as I've said before, it's a Pokémon rather than a regular pet. In the rain, the Johnny Turtle jumped excitedly. Under the rain plate feature, the Johnny Turtle enjoys rainy days and can recover 1/16 of its health per turn. So, do you still think the Johnny Turtle is not worth 80 taels of gold? Boss, besides praying for rain, can Johnny Turtle have anything else? Li Lizzie asked curiously. The rest will need her master to explore on her own. If it's true, a Johnny Turtle will have to talk for half a day, let alone Pokémon, which are still rare now. Maintaining a bit of mystery will make them attractive. This will lead to more business. Seeking flowers, seeking evaluations, seeking monthly tickets. Chapter 3, 8th Generation, Knocking Monkey. Seeking fresh flowers. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Boss, 80 taels of gold is still too expensive. Who would a normal person carry 80 taels of gold with them? Li Liyan naturally wanted Johnny Turtle very much. But she can't really carry 80 taels of gold on herself. Normally, a single ingot of gold is enough for a normal family to live for several years. This is indeed a problem, Lin Tai nodded. This is not modern, it's not something that the other party can settle by swiping a card. Put 80 taels of gold on yourself, unless it's a mental illness. That is to say, Li Liyan is a princess. Li Shimin usually dotes on her and rewards her with gold ingots, otherwise she wouldn't be able to take out even one. I also support using valuable items as temporary collateral here. The two ladies can go back and prepare 80 taels of gold to exchange. This is the solution that Lin Tai came up with. In this era, there must be many treasures worth 80 taels of gold. These ladies often carry it with them. 80 taels of gold. Li Liyan felt a bit embarrassed. When she heard about Lin Tai's conditions, she unconsciously touched the jade pendant on her waist. This jade pendant was specially crafted by her father when she was born. Few royal princesses can obtain this jade pendant, and its value is far more valuable than 80 taels of gold. But currently, the only jade pendant she can hold is this one. Since childhood, this jade pendant has never left her side, and it is said to be entrusted to outsiders for safekeeping. But Jenny Turtle is really cute, she seems to want to. I couldn't help but start weighing things in my heart. Johnny Turtle, hey Miss doesn't want you, come back. Lin Tai saw that only Li Liyan must be tempted, almost pushing her from behind. Johnny. Johnny Turtle stopped playing and turned his head to look at Li Liyan with a pitiful expression in his eyes. Don't listen to him talk nonsense, I want it. Li Liyan's heart was completely engulfed in this look, and he immediately took off his lifelong jade pendant from his waist. This was made by my father for me when I was born, using the finest warm jade that is priceless. I'll put it as collateral with you for now. Li Liyan held a high-quality jade pendant in his hand, with a simple design but revealing a unique delicacy, with a character carved in the middle. Although the carving is simple, it is also evident that this jade pendant is extraordinary. Holding it in my hand, there was a hint of warmth and a faint fragrance from the young girl's body. It was definitely a good thing. 80 taels of gold should be more than enough. Especially since the system did not respond, I believe I also agreed. This jade pendant is really valuable. How about it, does this lady need one too? Good guy. The first business opening has finally been completed. It's been so long, finally there's a big injustice. However, after making his first business deal, Lin Tai was not too excited, but turned his head to look at Li Lizzie who had not spoken to him. It can be seen that Li Lizzie is a clever and calm girl, making it difficult to deceive. But Lin Taijue's own Pokémon are invincible in their cuteness, even if you are smart, you can't help it. Sister, don't you want to have such an obedient pet? Li Liyan touched the head of Johnny Turtle, but his thoughts were to pull Li Lizzie into the water. If the Emperor knew that he had mortgaged his personal jade pendant, he wouldn't blame him too much. Give it a try. Li Lizzie struggled as she watched her sister hand over the jade pendant. Especially at the moment when Johnny Turtle was using Rain Seeker, she no longer treated him as a regular pet. Whose pet can pray for rain? What a divine turtle. Especially so cute. But 80 taels of gold. Although she could take it out, she still felt quite sore in the end. Even as a princess, one cannot spend money recklessly. Come on, two of you, please come in. Lin Tai smiled and followed him in. If Li Lizzie didn't leave something, she probably wouldn't be able to leave. Skilled Lin Tai handed the tablet to Li Lizzie. Li Lizzie clicked on the draw button. Several black shadows on the screen began to slide rapidly. Finally, it froze once again. The black shadows on the tablet gradually began to become clear for 100 years. The little green guy is smiling. I'll take him. Just one glance, Li Lizzie fell in love. That's for sure. It's the knocker monkey. Lin Tai secretly sighed that the sisters were really lucky. At the same time, they are all the three imperial families that were drawn. Although not from the same generation, they are equally powerful. The general strength of the three royal families is above average in Pokémon, and their basic race value of 530 is not weak at all. Quickly, Lin Tai reported a green monkey from behind the door. The knocking monkey has a green body, orange-red limbs at the ends, brown tail and ears, and a beige eye socket and orange mouth on its face. On the top of the monkey's head, there is another structure resembling green leaves, which is strung with a wooden stick and has 5 fingers and 3 toes. Green body hair can utilize sunlight to generate energy. The little monkey is very lively and looks around as soon as it comes out. Come here. Li Lizzie couldn't help but feel heartbroken when she saw the monkey. The monkey was also too cute. Upon hearing Li Lizzie's call, the knocking monkey leaped from Lin Tai's arms and ran towards Li Lizzie, vigorously rubbing against her embrace. How are you, Mississippi? Are you still satisfied? Lin Tai smiled big, knowing that this business had also been completed. Boss, how much does the knocking monkey cost? You all come together, and I'll give you a discount, so I'll charge you 70 taels. The value of Pokémon is determined by Lin Tai, and the amount charged depends on Lin Tai himself. Of course, the system has also set a goal for Lin Tai, which is to achieve a sales performance of 10,000 taels of gold in the first stage. So it's simply impossible to sell it cheap. Boss, why does my sister only need 70 taels of knocking monkeys and mine need 80 taels? Is it because my Jenny turtle is better? Li Liyan was very happy. Although it was a bit expensive, it also indirectly proved that his Jenny turtle is better. No, to be precise, the difference between the two pets is not significant. If there is a major difference, it is that the knockout monkey even suppresses the Johnny turtle. The knockout monkey is of grass type, while the Johnny turtle is of water type, which is exactly double the suppression. Why is my sister cheap? Li Liyan was instantly unhappy. Because I prefer your sister's type, so I'm willing to sell it cheaper. I'm willing, Lin Tai chuckled and looked at Li Liyan. Sister, don't stop me. I insist on beating him up today. Li Liyan was instantly angry. What girls hate the most is being treated differently. Liyan, stop making trouble. Li Lizzie stopped her sister, feeling a slight sense of pride in her heart. Girls always have a bit of comparison in their hearts. Li Lizzie was more popular than her younger sister, and she was ultimately a little happier in her heart. Humph, remember it for me. Li Liyan gritted his teeth and said with hatred. Hey, when it comes to my memory, I don't have a good memory. I solve things on the same day. My dear concubine, don't go home today, stay and serve me. Lin Tai thought of his previous bet. Li Liyan turned off the engine and then his eyes turned. Okay, if you ask me to stay and be your concubine, it depends on whether you have the courage. If you dare to stay, I'll let you warm up tonight. Lin Tai guessed what she wanted and was quite curious about whose family these two girls belonged to. The aristocratic family of the great Tang Dynasty, with 5 surnames and 7 surnames, was still the Duke of the great Tang Dynasty. Previously, Lin Tai had heard from marketing accounts that in Chang'an of the Tang Dynasty, a brick hit 10 people, 9 of whom were high-ranking officials and nobles, and 1 may be the second generation of the emperor. No matter who the other party is, Lin Tai is not afraid. In the Pokémon house, Lin Tai is invincible personally, as much as he comes, how much he destroys. Even you can summon alpacas, see who's amazing. Seeking flowers, seeking evaluations, seeking monthly tickets. Chapter 4. Souvenir, Master Ball. Seeking fresh flowers. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Dirty language. Li Lian's face turned red, and of course she knew what warming the bed meant. At the same time, it was accompanied by a burst of anger. Over the years, no one has dared to be so domineering in front of her. This made Li Lian very angry. My father is the current emperor, dare you touch me and give it a try. Oh, so your father is your majesty. No wonder it's so domineering. It turns out that the royal family can already oppress the common people. I never expected the princess of the Tang Dynasty to be so oppressive of the kind people. Lin Tai remained calm. Although there was indeed a brief surprise, I guessed that they might come from a very high background, but I didn't expect them to be two genuine princesses. I just don't know which two it is. Li Er has 10 to 20 daughters. How dare you? Li Lian didn't expect to lift out his father, and Lin Tai was not afraid at all. He even wanted to slander his father, which surprised and angered Li Lian, and of course, also gave rise to a hint of curiosity. What kind of person is this boss? When he heard about his father, he could still be so calm. There's nothing I dare not do. I have a bad fate, unlike the two princesses who have noble destinies and want to kill me. Lin Tai could tell that Li Lian's heart was not bad, but he liked to speak hard. Lin Tai governs all kinds of tough talk, infuriating you and not paying for your life. Alright, stop making trouble, Lian. Li Lizzie quickly began to mediate. Boss, I can see that you are also joking with my sister. She has a mischievous personality, so don't argue with her. This princess still speaks well, I like it. Lin Tai admired Li Lizzie very much. Sister. Li Lu was a bit reluctant, but also knew that he was unreasonable. He wanted to defend himself but was stopped by Li Lizzie. Excuse me, are you two the names of princesses? Li Lizzie from this palace, this is my sister Li Lian. So it's Princess Changle and who else? Lin Tai didn't expect his luck to be so explosive. He came up and met Princess Changle and Princess Qingyang. Lin Tai couldn't help but touch the jade pendant of Princess Qingyang in his hand. If this thing were to be auctioned off in modern times, the price would be at least hundreds of millions, let alone a princess wearing it, it would be worth a lot of money. What does that mean? Who? Li Lian was angry, this guy has been bullying him all along. Ah, I'm sorry, I really didn't know your ban, Lin Tai said, but the expression on his face said, I did it intentionally. This is really infuriating Qingyang. She hates being ignored the most. Li Lizzie looked at her younger sister and the strange boss who kept arguing, and she didn't know what to say. She actually had the illusion of seeing a happy enemy. Boss, this is my personal jade pendant. Please keep it safe, and I will bring the money to redeem it later. Naturally, I will definitely keep Princess Changle's belongings with me, Lin Tai said, casually placing Li Lian's jade pendant on the counter. Lin Tai's behavior once again made Li Lian want to rush forward desperately, but unfortunately he was stopped by his sister. Johnny Turtle, Knocking Monkey, from today on, they will be the masters of the two of you. You should get along well with your masters, you know. Lin Tai's gaze fell on the two Pokémon. Johnny. Xiao, both Pokémon are obedient responses. As the three royal families, both the Johnny Turtle and the Knocking Monkey have a good temper. That's nothing, let's go first. Li Lizzie held the Knocking Monkey in her arms, and Li Lian temporarily stopped arguing with Lin Tai for the sake of Johnny Turtle's face. Don't rush to leave yet. As you are the first batch of customers in our store, we will give you 1 master ball per person, as well as 1 box of water and grass energy blocks each. Sure enough, it's just your bad temper. Only when there are guests can there be ghosts. Li Liyan became enthusiastic upon hearing this, realizing that they were the first group of guests. She couldn't help but mock at the thought of this. "May I ask, princess? Are you a guest?" Lin Tai retorted. "Of course I am." Li Liyan swallowed his words again, and this answer was just cursing himself. Li Liyan realized that he couldn't win no matter how much he argued. "Boss, what's the use of this master ball with energy blocks?" Li Lizzie asked, which was quite important. "If it's a master ball, it's like a home for Pokémon, where you can collect Pokémon as a master ball. Only elves who have entered the master ball can be considered true masters. The function of the master ball is not as simple as Lin Tai said. The master ball is the king's ball of Pokémon world. Having a Pokémon, no matter how rare, is bound to be a soul-piercing Pokémon ball. It is extremely valuable in itself, and it would be great to use it as a gift for the current period. In the later stage, he will definitely not sell the master ball because he cannot measure the strength of the master ball with money. But the master ball is ultimately just a Pokémon ball, with no other effect than capturing Pokémon. Lin Tai did not explain much to Li Lizzie and the two of them, and now they cannot understand the explanation. To be honest, using a master ball to play the knockout monkey and Johnny Turtle is quite wasteful behavior. The other energy block is Pokémon food. In theory, Pokémon can eat any food we eat, but those foods have no effect on Pokémon. However, energy blocks can provide them with nutrition and accelerate their growth. Energy blocks are like the experience points that increase after fighting monsters in games. One time can increase experience points for pets. In theory, the more you eat, the faster the speed of evolution. Of course, in the game, you can basically upgrade infinitely, while in reality, Pokémon only knows how to eat enough and cannot eat infinitely. As soon as Lin Tai took out the energy block, the two little ones couldn't wait to break free from their owner's arms and run towards Lin Tai. Johnny Turtle. Knocking the monkey. The two women looked at the Pokémon they had been flirting with before, and in the blink of an eye, they abandoned them for food, feeling extremely uncomfortable in their hearts. "Two of you, should we give them food now?" Even though the knocking monkey and the Jenny Turtle looked pitifully, it was sold to someone else, and Lin Tai couldn't help them make a decision. As soon as Lin Tai finished speaking, the two Pokémon ran back to their owners, pitifully coquettish. "Give them something to eat." The two sisters also looked at these two little cute people and were speechless. If there was milk, then there was mother. Lin Tai casually opened the packaging of the energy cube and handed it to two cute little ones. Then one held the water blue energy cube, while the other started gnawing on the emerald green energy cube. "Boss, is this energy block divided into attributes?" Li Lizzie has been observing all along. From what Lin Tai said before, her knocking monkey is restraining her sister's Johnny Turtle, and she has such doubts. Yes, that's right. Pokémon have different attributes. For example, the knockout monkey is a grass-type creature, while the Johnny Turtle is a water-type creature. Grass suppresses water. In theory, the Johnny Turtle will never be able to defeat the knockout monkey, but only in theory. In reality, Pokémon battles are not games, and their attributes are thoroughly restrained. In reality, after special training, the Johnny Turtle also has a chance to defeat the knocking monkey, mainly depending on how the owner cultivates it. Brothers, this is an elf text that popularized elves in the Tang Dynasty and completely changed the Tang Dynasty. Seeking flowers, seeking evaluations, seeking monthly tickets. For new books, data is really important. In addition, add one chapter for 1,000 flowers, one chapter for 500 evaluation tickets, and one chapter for 10 monthly tickets. Kneel down and ask for more data. Chapter 5. Rare Grass Maker, Seeking Flowers. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Another way is to learn or inherit moves. For example, Johnny Turtle can learn ice-based moves such as Frozen Fist and Frozen Wind to counter grass-based knocking monkeys. If trained properly, Johnny Turtle may not necessarily be a match for knocking monkeys. Of course, these are too profound for these two princesses to understand now. Boss, did you mean it? Why did my sister's knocking monkey just restrain the Johnny Turtle? Li Lian didn't care about these things at first, but Lin Tai said that his Johnny Turtle was restrained by the knocking monkey, and the little girl always felt a little dissatisfied. Princess, this is a matter of your luck, it has nothing to do with me. These are all determined by luck, and have nothing to do with Lin Tai. Yen Ran, we're not engaging in a battle, so we don't need to worry about these things. Li Lizzie felt that such a cute elf could not be used for a battle. Princess Changle, you're wrong about that. Fighting is very necessary, and every battle is also an improvement for Pokémon. Pokémon themselves are designed for battles. They mainly accumulate experience in battles to improve their attributes, levels, individual values, and evolution. Of course, being purely a pet is not unacceptable, it's just a bit wasteful and not in line with the system's purpose. Promoting Pokémon is definitely more widely accepted by people, and I believe there is nothing more effective than direct combat in terms of promotion. Lin Tai also plans to hold a Pokémon competition in Datong in the future. Of course, this must be a long time later. Pokémon are divided into 18 attributes, with water and grass being just 2 of them. So much. Yes, each attribute has a mutually restraining effect, which shows that grass overcomes water in front of us, while water also suppresses fire. More details are all in the Pokémon illustrated book. Lin Tai turned around and pulled out a Pokémon illustrated book from the counter, facing the knocking monkey. Only a ding-dong sound was heard, and information about the knocking monkey appeared in the picture book. Knocking monkey, little monkey Pokémon number 810 feature. Grass maker move. Grab, shout when it is played with a special wooden stick, the power that can give vitality to the flowers and plants will become sound waves spreading out. The Elf Guidebook. This Pokémon guidebook is used to collect detailed information about Pokémon, and many trainers take it as an honor to collect all the guidebooks. Pokémon guidebooks are available in almost every generation. Many trainers choose to fill their elf guides. You can purchase your exclusive guidebook with 5 taels of silver for more details. Lin Tai took the opportunity to recommend the guidebook again. A guidebook is also a must-have item for every trainer. After all, the initial joy of Pokémon was collecting. In terms of combat, collecting information about Pokémon in the wild is easier to capture. 5 taels of silver, boss, why did you suddenly have such a conscience? Li Lu was a bit skeptical. This unscrupulous merchant dared to buy 8 taels of gold with a single Pokémon, and this picture book looked good, only selling 5 taels of silver. If this princess thinks I'm a scammer, she can choose not to buy, I don't demand it. The pricing power of the elf guidebook is in Lin Tai's hands, and Lin Tai doesn't intend to make money through this. Firstly, in the early stage when Pokémon were extremely scarce, the role of the Pokémon guide was not very significant. Even if Pokémon were to be fully descended, the guide was only used for collection and did not provide substantial assistance, so the price was relatively cheap. And like a regular Pokéball, Lin Tai plans to start with a price of 5 taels of silver for a regular Pokéball, 30 taels for a premium ball, and 20 taels for a super ball. Other types of balls count separately. As for master balls, they are not exchanged for gold, as their collection value is higher. Of course, if the princess chooses to increase the price to reflect her own value, I also support it. How about this? If you want to buy, I can tearfully charge 5 taels of gold without any problem. Lin Tai fully demonstrated a large number of adults, and Li Lian wanted to raise the price, but he had no objection. Neurotic, give me a book for 5 taels of silver, Li Lian said with a black thread, realizing more and more that Lin Tai really deserved to be beaten. The boss also gave me a book. Li Lizzie naturally wanted a book too, not to mention the ability of Pokémon, which shocked her. She has a feeling that in the future, this Pokémon will definitely become mainstream in the Tang Dynasty. Especially the magical ability to make the sky rain, which is only possessed by immortals. And what is the origin of Lin Tai, who owns Pokémon? The immortals in the sky. Anyway, Lizzie understands very well that Lin Tai's future status will be very high, and she is even less willing to provoke Lin Tai. Boss, how much does an energy cube cost? Various types of energy blocks are priced at 1 or 2 silver coins. Energy blocks are consumables that look cheap but consume a lot. Normally, Pokémon eats 3 to 5 yuan per day for 3 meals. If it were for a large Pokémon king or something like that, a meal of around 10 or 20 yuan may not be enough to fill the stomach. Then give me 5 grass energy blocks first. Lizzie felt relieved, and the energy blocks were still relatively cheap. No problem. Lin Tai turned around and took out 5 grass energy blocks to hand to Lizzie. Give me 5 water system energy blocks, too. Lian had originally thought of not selling this unscrupulous energy block, but after seeing the pitiful look in her own Johnny Turtle's eyes, she still compromised. No problem. The business belongs to the business, and when Lian pays, he sells it. Here, these are the 2 elves guidebooks, as well as the Master Ball. Thank you for reviewing. Welcome to visit again. Lin Tai handed the 2 elves guidebooks and the Master Ball to the 2 princesses. Boss, you haven't said how to use this Pokémon ball yet. Lizzie took the Master Ball and curiously looked at it. The Master Ball is a purple and white round ball with 2 pink areas at the top, which looks quite attractive. But for beginners like Lizzie, they simply can't use it. This is simple, you just need to throw the Master Ball towards the knocking monkey. Lost. Lizzie, half believing, held up the Master Ball and threw it towards her knocking monkey. And when the Master Ball touched the knocking monkey, it burst out with a fierce light, instantly enveloping the knocking monkey. When the light dissipated, only the Master Ball remained in place, and the knocking monkey disappeared without a trace. The Master Ball, on the other hand, bounces on the ground 3 times in a row, only to hear a clicking sound and stop jumping. Boss. Is knocking the sound monkey a success? Lizzie picked up the Master Ball and roughly guessed the usage of the Master Ball. She was just surprised that this Master Ball could hold a knocking monkey, it was really amazing. Lin Tai nodded, but personally, I suggest that if it's not necessary to hide, let the elves out. Accompanying them is the best way to cultivate friendship. How can we release it? Lizzie also felt the same way. Knocking sound monkeys are so cute, how can they stay locked in the Master Ball all the time? Just pick up the ball and throw it out. I'll give it a try, too. Lian watched from the side, feeling amused. He picked up his Master Ball, raised his hand, and aimed at Johnny. Johnny Turtle stood still. The Master Ball flew past its feet and barely touched it. The atmosphere in the store instantly became extremely awkward. This princess, I have received professional training. No matter how funny I am, I won't laugh unless I can't help it. Unsurprisingly, Lin Tai burst out laughing. Seeking flowers, seeking evaluations, seeking monthly tickets, thank you all big shots. Chapter 6. Fantasy Treasure Dreams, 1000 Flowers and More. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Under extreme embarrassment, what greeted me was extreme anger. Lian felt like his face was about to be thrown in, extremely embarrassed and angry. If it weren't for being pulled by her own sister, she would have fought desperately with Lin Tai. Princess, I don't remember any petty mistakes, I don't have the same understanding as you. With this idea in his arms, Lian was pulled away. When both princesses left, Lin Tai closed the shop door and isolated some of the scouts who were left to monitor outside. System, settle task rewards. Lin Tai closed the store door and couldn't wait to open his own system. Ding, congratulations on selling your first Pokémon. The reward is an unrestricted divine beast lottery pool once. Please keep working hard. Unrestricted divine beast lottery pool. You can tell from the name that it's a cool and addictive game. Yes, this lottery pool is only open to one host, and the maximum draw is for Arthas. What are you waiting for? Let's start. Speaking of which, although Lin Tai sells Pokémon, he still doesn't have a Pokémon that belongs exclusively to him. And what other elves can compare to divine beasts? The greatest romance of an elf collector is to gather all the divine beasts together. Think of the mighty and domineering Guladu, the tumultuous Gyoka, the sky hegemon Cleopatra, and even the creation god Arceus, which is not a man's dream. As the words fell, an exclusive lottery tablet appeared in Lin Tai's hand. Compared to ordinary tablets, the graphics are more magnificent and the interface is more domineering, proclaiming the extraordinary nature of divine beasts. Lin Tai pressed the lottery button in the middle. The screen began to scroll. Buddha, Jade Emperor, Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva, bless you all. Although I know that there will be a divine beast in this lottery. But divine beasts are also divided into levels, second-level gods, first-level gods, and creation gods. Lin Taijue sold 2 orders in one go today, which should be his luck to the extreme. There is no reason to be a non-chieftain. At least give yourself a first-level god. If it were a second-level god, the 3 holy birds, Lin Tai could cry. Or perhaps they have a hot temper and want to destroy humanity's super dream. Strong is very strong. But very dangerous. I'll go. Won't I, really? Lin Tai stared at the sliding screen, the black shadow gradually becoming clear, and the outline was already visible. A small mountain-like Guladu passed before his eyes. That black bug, isn't it a cracked seat? Stop. I'm about to crack the empty seat. Unfortunately, the tablet ignored Lin Tai's request. I really can't do it, even Gyoka can do it. The speed is getting slower and slower, but it still passes through Gyoka. I'm Nima, don't joke with me. It's not really a dream. Lin Tai felt a bit uneasy. The more afraid I am, the more I become. This dark figure looks like a surreal figure in its shape. Don't. I don't want to destroy the world. Hurry up and row away. Lin Tai roared, but it was of no use. In front of him, what remained was the dark shadow that resembled a surreal dream. Congratulations to the host for winning the super rare fantasy Pokémon, fantasy, ah. A difficult time. Lin Tai sighed. Ah. What do you mean? Lin Tai widened his eyes and looked at the tablet in front of him. The dark shadow dissipated, and what appeared was not a cold and domineering dream. But a dream with a size smaller than him and an extremely cute expression. Sleeping slot. It's really the possession of the European emperor. Lin Tai was shocked and surprised. My goodness, Buddha, Jade Emperor, Guanyin Bodhisattva, Sanqing Patriarch, you all bless me. It's actually a dream. System, claim the reward, give me a dream. Lin Tai was excited. This is a dream. Who is fantasy? Besides the alpaca, it is also a top-level divine beast with its own unique column. He does not belong to a second-level god, nor does he belong to a first-level god. Between the first-level god and the creator god. Because it can use all the moves, many scholars believe that it is the ancestor of Pokémon. This is an evaluation of dreams in the Elf Illustrated. This setting actually conflicts with Arthas. Arceus is the creator god, while dreams are the ancestor of all Pokémon. This issue was originally due to the incomplete design of the original Pokémon worldview. When the first generation of the game was released, the Pokémon designed by the designer was supposed to be abandoned, but the designer was too fond of fantasy, so they added it again. The first generation Pokémon had a total of 150, but due to the addition of dreams, it became 151. In terms of race value alone, the dreamy one is only 600. between second-level gods and first-level gods. However, this does not affect the Dreamy Bully at all. Its most powerful feature is that it not only knows all the moves of Pokémon, but also transforms into all the Pokémon. This ability is very similar to a versatile monster. But it is much stronger than the versatile monster. The transformation of the versatile monster is flawed, and there will be no change in the eyes after transformation. You can tell at a glance that the other person is a versatile monster. And Dream is just like the first mock examination from beginning to end. The transformation of versatile monsters also has limitations. Ordinary elves can do it, but divine beasts are very reluctant. And the versatile monster without transformation has no moves. Dreams are different. As a divine beast, it can freely transform any divine beast and can also use their moves without transforming. In anime, Fantasy was once transformed into Gyoka, no matter from body shape or ability. That is to say, Fantasy and all the divine beasts are 5 or 5 open and even able to defeat. After all, it is proficient in all Pokémon moves and can counter all Pokémon in its settings, and its title is the ancestor of all Pokémon. Having a dream is equivalent to having all the Pokémon. Looking elsewhere, dreams can turn into any Pokémon and can also become humans. It can become Latias, and Latias can become human. Of course, whether dreams can directly become humans is not explained in anime and games. Fantasy itself has rarely appeared, usually appearing in an invisible state. In movies, the ever-changing monsters can turn into people. I think so. Dreams are extremely rare, and they are the only one missing from countless adventure treasure troves and dream guides. Reward distribution, please check by the host. Where is it? Lin Tai looked around, but he didn't see any dreams. Dreams come out. Lin Tai quickly realized that the dream was in an invisible state at this moment. Hello. In the dreamy appearance, it is a fan-like kitten with a tail length of about twice its height and an olive-shaped tip. The blue big eyes are triangular in shape and like to float and fly in the air. As a superpower Pokémon, dreams are born with telepathy. Fantasy, new Pokémon number 151 feature. Sync techniques. Spiritual empowerment, waveguide bullet, transformation, sealing. Although considered extinct by people, rumors of witnessing this magical Pokémon continue to circulate. Brothers, the more you vote, the more you add. Seeking flowers, evaluations, monthly tickets. Chapter 7. The human version of Tianshi, 2000 flowers and more. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Dreamy, from today on, I will be your trainer. Lin Tai's mood was a bit excited when he first saw Dreamy. Fantastic fantasy Pokémon, which are extremely rare in both anime and gaming. I am extremely lucky to even see him in the anime, not to mention conquering the fantasy. Even Jia is not in the game. Lin Tai raised his hand and hugged the dreamy kitten in his arms to touch it. As rumored, there is a thin layer of fur on the dreamy body, which feels much better than masturbating a cat. The dreamy personality is very mischievous, but also very gentle. Compared to Chow Meng, it's much more gentle. Faced with Lin Tai's reckless touch, there was not much resistance. Instead, curiosity flickered in his eyes. For thousands of years, there have been many trainers who want to tame it, but Dream has never obeyed. Lin Tai was the first, and Dream has a strong sense of identification with Lin Tai. Are you hungry? After masturbating for a while, Lin Tai finally released his Dream and took out a box of superpower energy blocks from the cabinet. Dreamy responded with a result and ate the energy blocks. The taste of the energy blocks was still very good, but unfortunately, there was no improvement effect for Dreamy. Because it is a divine beast, when Dream is drawn out, it is already at full level. Dreamy, you can transform, right? Lin Tai was very excited, believing that any trainer who possesses Dreamy would look forward to its ability. Of course, what do you want me to become? Dreamy was also refreshing. I don't need you to turn into Guladu, Gyoka, and those. Their bodies are too big, you just need to turn into Tianshi one by one. Tianshi. The dreamy words fell, and white light began to flicker around its body. The increasingly dazzling light gradually enveloped the dream. When the light dissipated, the dreamy appearance underwent a huge change. From a small kitten that was originally a fan, it quickly spread out and transformed into Princess Tianshi of the diamond mining country. Tianshi has a pink round diamond on his head and a crown consisting of 4 octahedral diamonds and 2 elongated diamonds. There is a golden arc ring set with an octahedral diamond on the neck, and the upper part of the body is in the shape of a white skirt. The lower part of the body is similar to a small broken diamond, revealing some of the original diamond origin. Its body, shining pink, is praised as the most beautiful in the world. I believe it is also the most anticipated phantom beast for the vast majority of players. How does it look? Doesn't it look like it? Because of the change in appearance, Dreamy, along with his accent, also changed to Tianshi. Like. The dreamlike transformation is almost flawless, even the real Tianshi may not be clear in front of her. Do you want diamonds? Dreamy owner Tianshi has the same ability, and in her hands, carbon elements can be quickly compressed to create many diamonds in an instant. As the princess of the diamond mining country, diamonds are readily available to her. Unfortunately, this is in the Tang Dynasty. Lin Tai took the diamond from Tianshi's hand, shining brightly. It was mostly small broken diamonds, and of course, the largest one also looked like more than 10 carats. But unfortunately, if it's in the city, diamonds are very valuable. In the Tang Dynasty, gold was the hard currency, and diamonds were not operated by capitalists and were not worth money. At best, they were more expensive than stones. Don't be so discouraged, I can still change. A strong white light erupted from Dream's body once again, surrounding her. Changing. Lin Tai was a bit surprised as he didn't quite understand the meaning of dreams. When the white light dissipates, the dreamy appearance completely changes. This time, her change should still be Tianshi. The reason why it is recognized is because the pink diamond on Tianshi's head and the pink diamond or on his lower body are also a circle. Just completely detached from Pokémon in terms of appearance, and completely transformed into a woman, the adorable little Loli. Yes, the dream has turned into a human version of Tianshi. Extremely beautiful, truly a little princess. Can you become a human? Lin Tai finally got validation, and the dream can indeed transform into the appearance of a human. And it has no quirky flaws at all. Its pink eyes are charming, and the white bow behind it moves with the wind, showing off its cuteness and charm. Of course, am I beautiful? Dreamy smiled elegantly. Beautiful. What else can Lin Tai say? Dreams are YYDS. How long can your form last like this? Lin Tai asked curiously. As long as I want to, I can always maintain this appearance, do you like it? Dreamland is not a versatile monster, it belongs to divine beasts, and is 5 different from all divine beasts. As long as she is not defeated, she will not be forced to return to the pink kitten form. In theory, it is permanent. Like it, but if you don't want to maintain this mentality, there's no need to deliberately. The human version of Tianshi is indeed good-looking, but Lin Tai also doesn't want to force dreams. From anime and games, it can also be seen that fantasy doesn't actually like to become other humans or elves. Compared to her, she still prefers to maintain her own form. Moreover, the fantasy in the form of a pink kitten is also very cute. Who can refuse a flying pink kitten? Dreamy nodded, as she didn't like to become any other elf. The light flashed, and the dream changed back to its original appearance, with a pink kitten floating in the air. Very good, from today on, you will be my first elf. Lin Tai took out the master ball and collected the dream. From then on, Dream has become exclusive to Lin Tai. Seeking flowers, seeking evaluations, seeking monthly tickets. The more you really vote, the more you add. Chapter 8. The First Elf Battle in the Tang Dynasty. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. In the Fengyang Pavilion of the Tang Dynasty Imperial Palace, Li Lizzie and Li Liyan were playing happily with Johnny Turtle and Knocking Monkey. Anyone who comes into contact with Pokémon for the first time will have a strong curiosity. Especially the cute and responsible Johnny Turtle and Knocking Monkey. Sister, I definitely won't lose it again. Li Liyan excitedly boasted to his sister, holding the Master Ball in his hand. The scene of the club dying in the store before is still vivid in her memory. Since returning, she has been constantly training and silently swearing in her heart that such things will never happen again in the future. At this point, she began training. Johnny Turtle was caught by him and then released. Li Liyan's mouth was still shouting, the glands comes out, the glands goes in. Johnny Turtle was left speechless by Li Liyan. If it weren't for Li Liyan luring him with an energy cube, he would have stopped playing long ago. Alright, don't lose it, what a poor Johnny Turtle. Li Lizzie touched the Knocking Monkey beside her, she didn't torture the Knocking Monkey so much. I think it's quite happy. Li Liyan casually opened a pack of energy blocks, and Johnny Turtle immediately happily hugged and gnawed on it. That's what you gave it to eat. I don't care, I don't want to be underestimated anymore. Sister. Don't you think they're a bit boring? Li Liyan suddenly spoke up. What do you want to do? Li Lizzie is actually very clear about her sister's thoughts, and she is also thinking in her mind whether to give it a try. As Lin Tai mentioned before, combat is also a general method to enhance the ability of the Knocking Monkey. Since it's a way to improve the Knocking Monkeys. Do they want to give it a try? Let's have a battle. But can you fight? Li Lizzie just heard that the boss can fight, but she didn't say how to fight. It should be quite simple. I remember the boss just gave orders to Johnny Turtle, and I remember that skill was called Seeking Rain. Li Liyan opened her Pokémon guidebook and, upon receiving it, scanned her own Johnny Turtle inside. Johnny Turtle, Little Turtle Pokémon number 007 features. Rain Pan Move. Collision, wagging tail, begging for rain. When it retracts its long neck back into its shell, it will launch a powerful water gun. Look, what move can my Johnny Turtle be? Johnny Turtle, use prayer for rain. Li Liyan learned from Lin Tai and gave orders to Johnny Turtle. Johnny. Upon hearing the command, the Johnny Turtle quickly chewed off the energy block in his hand and raised his hand to launch a skill into the air. Wait. We're here. Li Lizzie suddenly remembered. Isn't it raining with Johnny Turtle's move? They are still in the room. Unfortunately, Li Lizzie had just wanted to stop, but Johnny Turtle's plea for rain had already been launched. In the vast room, dark clouds suddenly covered, and raindrops pattered down from the midst of the clouds. After a moment, Li Liyan and Li Lizzie were drenched by rainwater. A good room has turned into puddles, with water stains everywhere. The bed, quilt and so on are completely soaked. Li Liyan and Li Lizzie, these two drowned chickens, stood there in a daze. Lu Yen. Li Lizzie gritted her teeth and looked angrily at her foolish sister. Sister, listen to me explain. I'm just trying. Li Liyan hurriedly wanted to run. If you try, go to your room and try. Why are you in my room? Li Lizzie threw her sister to the ground and scolded her severely. After beating Li Liyan hard, the two of them learned well and transferred the battlefield to the large terrace in front of Fengyang Pavilion. Sister, let's start fighting. Although Li Liyan was beaten up, she was still very excited. She now has the ability to summon wind and rain. Come on. The two sisters stood on both sides of the terrace and threw their Master Ball at the same time. At the moment of landing, two Pokémon appeared. Not to mention, it really smells like a Pokémon battle. Johnny Turtle uses Impact. Li Liyan ordered while thinking about Johnny Turtle's skills in the guidebook. Johnny Turtle, who received orders from his master, quickly charged towards Li Lizzie's knocking monkey with his short legs. After a certain distance, he suddenly jumped up and hit the knocking monkey with his own head. The knocking sound monkey uses the scratch. Li Lizzie ordered in a slightly panicked tone when she saw her sister take the lead in the move. When the knocking monkey heard the command, it lifted its hard claws and grabbed towards the rapidly colliding Johnny Turtle. Neither of them managed to catch the collision. The knocking monkey was knocked away, while the Johnny Turtle had an extra scratch on its head. The two elves are in excruciating pain. Are you all right? The two sisters hurriedly ran to the two fairies to ask about the situation. Johnny Turtle's original small paws were covering his head. Upon hearing Li Lian's inquiry, he immediately jumped up and waved his hand, indicating that he was fine. The same goes for knocking monkeys. I see that both of these elves are very strong. I think it's better not to fight. Li Lizzie felt a little distressed. Xiao, upon hearing this, the knocking monkey affectionately rubbed against Li Lizzie's face, and then stood across from Johnny Turtle again. That means it can continue to fight. The same was true for Johnny Turtle, as both elves, under the comfort of their masters, rose up with even stronger fighting spirit. Sister, why don't we continue? Li Lian could see that the two elves wouldn't give up so easily. As Lin Tai said, they were born to fight. Only through combat can their strength be enhanced. Okay, Li Lizzie thought for a moment and agreed. Johnny Turtle, use impact. Li Lian gave the order again. Johnny Turtle quickly charged forward with his head towards the knocking monkey. Knocking the sound monkey, dodge. Li Lizzie also groped out, but in fact, the battle may not necessarily be unable to dodge. The knocking monkey heard the command and dodged the attack on its side before the impact of the Johnny Turtle arrived. Good opportunity, knock the sound monkey and use it quickly. Johnny Turtle. Hurry up and hide. Li Lian said, can you still hide? Quickly gave orders to Johnny Turtle. Unfortunately, the impact of the Johnny Turtle was still moving rapidly forward and could not stop at all. And the knocking monkey quickly bullied itself and grabbed Johnny Turtle with its claws once again. Caught by sharp claws again, Johnny Turtle fell down again. The knocking monkey jumped up excitedly in place and didn't forget to turn around to show off to its owner. In the midst of showing off, the knocking monkey's body flashed with white light. Knocking monkey has been upgraded. Brothers, the more flowers there are, the faster the updates will be begging for flowers. 1,000 flowers and a chapter. It's really not possible. Give a free reward of 1 yuan and an extra chapter. Chapter 9. Attribute Attack. Seeking Fresh Flowers. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The brilliance dissipated, and the appearance of the knocking monkey did not change much, but an additional skill was added to its skill bar. Wooden branches prick. Li Lizzie noticed an additional skill in the move column of the knocking monkey in her own experience guidebook. And unlike scratching and shouting, the outside of the box is a layer of green, and in terms of skills, it also indicates that this green leaf is different from the previous two moves. Is this an attribute attack? Thinking of Lin Tai's previous statement that there are differences in attributes between Pokémon, she knew. Just like Li Lian's Johnny Turtle, he also has water-related skills, which was the previous one of Seeking Rain. That is a water blue outer frame, with a symbol of a droplet in the upper right corner. The skill of Seeking Rain obviously has no attack power, it can only seek rain. Lian, it seems that my knocking monkey has learned a new move. Let's fight again. Li Lizzie really wants to focus on the effect of the solid wood branch spike now. Come on. Although the Johnny Turtle on this side was caught again, he did not suffer any damage from the fight. The clash of the knocking monkey belongs to the general category and is the initial skill of elves, so the damage is not very high. The Johnny Turtle has a high defense, so it's okay to catch it a few more times. The two elves separated once again. This time, Li Liyan is no longer reckless. He used to think that just attacking was enough, but it turns out he can dodge. Now that she has learned well, she will not let Johnny Turtle take action, but wait for Li Lizzie to take action first. Knocking the monkey, using its call. Li Lizzie made a decisive decision. The knocking monkey opened its mouth and let out a piercing scream at the Johnny Turtle. Johnny Turtle, hide quickly. Li Liyan ordered confidently. Johnny Turtle was about to dodge, but the sound waves were much faster than he had imagined. He received a hard blow and screamed as it penetrated his head. Johnny Turtle felt dizzy and trembling all over. The whole turtle looks a bit mentally drained. Johnny Turtle, are you okay? Li Lu was a bit anxious, and this scream of attack didn't escape. Quick, take advantage of the moment, knock the sound monkey and use the wooden branch spike. Li Lizzie seized the opportunity. The knocking monkey quickly summoned a wooden branch, leaped forward, pointed the wooden stick forward, and the branch quickly stabbed towards the Johnny Turtle. Jenny Turtle, dodge. Li Liyan was extremely anxious, but at this moment, Jenny Turtle couldn't hide anymore. The wooden branch hit the body of the Johnny Turtle, forcefully flying its hard shell several meters away. Jenny fell directly to the ground, fainted, and didn't get up again. Johnny Turtle. Li Liyan hurriedly ran towards Johnny Turtle and carefully checked up and down. Fortunately, the Johnny Turtle just passed out and there was no life-threatening danger. Sister, what move are you using? How come your power is so much greater than before? Li Liyan thought of how even though the knocking monkey had attacked the Johnny Turtle before, it wouldn't have knocked him unconscious. This should be what the boss said about attribute attacks with double power. Li Lizzie was lost in thought. She had already thought of why. Is it that wood restrains water? Li Liyan's face turned black when he thought of this. The attribute restraint that Lin Tai mentioned earlier was actually reflected in this place. If it's double the power, wouldn't it mean that your Johnny Turtle is really never a match for the knocking monkey? It should be like this, Li Lizzie nodded. If I don't fight anymore, how can I still win with attribute restraint? Li Liyan felt very uncomfortable. Liyan, should we go find Father Emperor? Li Lizzie casually took back the knocking sound monkey's master ball. Although she was asking, she had already made a choice in her heart. Whether it's the knocking monkey or the Johnny Turtle, although these two elves are cute, the power they contain is unprecedented. The origin of Lin Tai is even more mysterious. As princesses of the Tang Dynasty, they should tell their fathers about this matter. Such a transcendent thing, to put it more terrifyingly, is likely to cause unrest in the Li family's territory. Looking at it from a different perspective, if one can control Pokémon well, it can also bring a lot of help to Tang Dynasty. No matter how Pokémon are, they cannot hide from their father. Of course I do. Li Liyan was also very aware of how much change Pokémon would bring to the Tang Dynasty. The two sisters wanted to go to the Lijiang Hall where Empress Zhongsun was. From far to near, the two sisters had just come to the gate of the Hall of Government, when their father's voice came out. Auxiliary machinery, how much grain can your mansion gather? Li Shimin, Emperor Taizong of Tang, was discussing with Changsun Wuji in the Legislative Hall. In the early years of the Tang Dynasty, everything in the newly unified Tang Dynasty was in ruins waiting to be revitalized, but it also encountered famine, continuous drought, and the people's fields dried up. In no time, drought will strike, and the people will have no harvest, and there will definitely be refugees everywhere. At that time, the Tang Dynasty, which had just stabilized, could not avoid another turmoil. Li Shimin is extremely busy and anxious. In order to avoid drought causing people to have no food to eat, Li Shimin had to start thinking of ways to hoard food and grass for emergency needs. However, in Chang'an, the 5 surnames and 7 hopes also received news and raised grain prices one after another, hoping to seize the opportunity to make a big profit. Your Majesty, rest assured that you will donate as much as you have in your mansion. Changsun Wuji arched his hand and said, however, even so, it may only be a drop in the bucket. If we add Jijia and them. If we add Duke Sugua and others, it may still not be enough, sighed Changsun Wuji. Nowadays, the country seems to be ruled by Li Shimin as the emperor, but in reality, it is still under the control of the 5 surnames and 7 nobles, and the imperial power is threatened. Just like the famine this time, the 5 surnames and 7 hopes dared to make a fortune in the country. Li Shimin still has no way to deal with them. Even need to ask them to borrow food. Hold back. As a grand emperor of a country, Li Shimin was so frustrated that he had to bow down to his aristocratic family in order to borrow food. Your Majesty, I am willing to lead the harem to tighten my belts and help your Majesty avoid difficulties. Empress Changsun sat beside Li Shimin, comforting him softly. I am very happy if you have this kind of thought, Li Shimin couldn't help but lightly stroke the hand of Empress Changsun. The couple were very affectionate. Seeking flowers, seeking evaluations, seeking monthly tickets, seeking rewards. Chapter 10. It's really raining. Seeking support. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Children and ministers, see your parents and empresses. Li Liyin and Li Lizzie, 2 sisters, walked into the hall of governance. I've met my uncle. The 2 of them also saluted Changsun Wuji at the same time. Beauty, joy. Li Shimin calmed down his previously irritable heart when he saw his 2 daughters. The troubles in the court, he won't bring to his 2 precious daughters. Father, were you worried about the drought just now? The 2 sisters heard the voice inside when they came to the door. If it were before, Li Liyan felt like he couldn't help anything at all. But now, how have you been doing with your homework lately? Li Shimin didn't answer this question. In his eyes, his daughter only needs to be responsible for studying and playing, and doesn't need to care about national affairs. Father, I have a way to help you solve the problem of drought. Li Liyan felt that if Lin Tai had taken the initiative, it should have been possible. Liyan, the affairs of the country don't need you 2 to worry about. If you have this kind of heart, Father will be very pleased. Li Shimin was very pleased, and whether Li Liyan could help or not, having this kind of heart would be great. I really can. Li Liyan was very helpless. Why didn't Father believe what she said? Sister, please tell your father that if Johnny Turtle uses the word, praying for rain, it can solve the problem of drought. Seeing that Li Shimin didn't believe himself, Li Liyan turned his head and hoped that his sister could help. Liyan, why are you starting to talk nonsense? What about Johnny Turtle and begging for rain? Li Shimin was wondering if he had been neglecting the supervision of his 2 precious daughters lately and didn't know what he had learned blindly. I don't have it. Li Liyan felt very aggrieved. Come out, knock the sound monkey. Li Lizzie beside her didn't say much, just threw out her master ball. With a flash of white light, the little monkey, covered in emerald green, stood inside the legislative yuan. Xiao, the knocking monkey, quickly glanced at the surrounding environment and then turned around and ran towards Li Lizzie, jumping onto her shoulder and sneaking a peek at the people around. Father, that's what Liyan wants to tell you, Pokémon elf. Li Lizzie is very clear that if they don't prove it, no matter what they say, her father will probably not listen. Simply summoning the knocking monkey directly can prove it. Father, this is my elf tapping monkey. This. Li Shimin couldn't believe his eyes anymore. In that moment, his daughter Li Lizzie suddenly threw a ball. Then a monkey emerged out of thin air. And it's also a whole green monkey. Guanyin maid, have you seen it? Li Shimin asked his empress incredulously. I see. Empress Changsun also looked incredulous. Lizzie, is this the new trick you've learned recently? Li Ersi thought about it before thinking about it. Isn't this the trick that Lizzie learned? What else is it called? Pokémon. I just don't know where this whole green little monkey comes from. When Li Er paid tribute to his foreign country, there was such a monkey. Father, Mother, this is not a trick. Please listen carefully to me. Lizzie saw that they were interested and told the three of them about the things they encountered during today's palace trip. Father, I didn't lie to you. My elf is called Johnny Turtle. Li Yan also took out his master ball and threw it, and Johnny Turtle jumped out. Previously injured by a wooden stick prick, the Johnny Turtle has not fully recovered yet and is a bit unstable, but has finally woken up. Do you want me to believe that this turtle can pray for rain? Or did you spend 80 taels of gold to buy it? Li Shimin felt that his two daughters were probably deceived. 80 taels of gold, why not go grab it? Although the royal family has money, it is not such a waste. You should know that 1 or 2 gold coins have been enough for a family of 4 to live for several years, and now my daughter has been fooled into buying a turtle or a turtle with blue skin. Thinking this way is just being tricked by someone. Father, mine is 80 taels of gold, and sister's is 70 taels. Li Yan remembers that his Johnny Turtle knelt 10 taels more than his sister's. You're quite proud. If these two were not his precious daughters in front of him, Li Shimin would have slapped his palms. I bought it for a sky-high price, and I'm so proud of these two strange things. Father, if you don't believe me, I'll let Johnny Turtle show you the rain. Li Yan shrugged his little nose and smiled. If Johnny Turtle can really pray for rain, then you must agree to one condition. Li Yan took the opportunity to make his own request. Okay. Li Shimin's eyelids twitched as he had an impulse to deal with Li Yan. Then father, come with me outside. Li Yan didn't forget his previous lesson and didn't dare to reign in the legislative yuan. It might be a mixed doubles game between his parents by then. Outside the legislative hall, the sky was clear for thousands of miles, with no sign of rain. Li Yan, if you can't let the sky rain, you should stay in Fengyang Pavilion from today on and not go anywhere. Li Shimin felt it was necessary to discipline his daughter well. Father, as long as you don't forget what you promised me. Li Yan didn't care, she had already seen the ability of Johnny Turtle. Johnny Turtle, use Chiyu quickly. Johnny, upon hearing his master's command, the Johnny Turtle immediately stood up straight. Raising your hand to the sky is the beginning of seeking rain. However, as time passed by, there were no signs of rain behind the sky, and the sky remained clear for thousands of miles. Li Yan. Can you explain what's going on? Li Shimin had a look that I knew would happen. Impossible, it was possible before. Li Yan was also a bit panicked, as he could have prayed for rain before. Johnny Turtle. Li Yan looked at Johnny Turtle, but at this moment, he had already shrunk into his own shell. The glands is coming out. The glands is coming out quickly. Li Yan crouched down and was about to touch the Johnny Turtle. Li Yan. Li Shimin was angry, and his daughter was really learning bad. What kind of glands is coming out? It's really difficult to climb the Hall of Elegance. Do you know what you're saying at a young age? I'm calling Johnny Turtle. Li Yan looked bewildered. Cough, the princess was just playful for a while and was deceived by others. Your Majesty, please calm down. Changsun Wuji stood up and pleaded. It's okay, it's okay. It's because I neglected to discipline you. From today on, you'll just stay in Fengyang Pavilion and reflect. Li Shimin said as he was about to leave with his hands down. And just as Li Shimin turned around, black clouds in the sky gathered together. The range is not very large, only a few hundred meters away, but the rainfall is very abundant. Father, it's raining. It was Johnny Turtle who begged for it. Li Yan thought he was done for, but to his surprise, Johnny Turtle's move was delayed. It's raining. Li Shimin stood still, letting the drizzling rain fall on his face. Brothers, please ask for flowers, evaluations, rewards, monthly tickets. Why not give it to me? You invest in data, add more talent and awesome.